Hey guys, what's going on? What's going on? Hope everyone's having a good morning so far. Welcome everyone. Crazy amount of viewers already. Wow, thank you so much guys for joining on the stream. Definitely really appreciate it. I have gold on the daily on my chart right now. All right, but guys, check the description. One, not a signal service. We're trying to show you technical and fundamental analysis. All right. So, and also reading the description, guys, we're not financial advisors, so any trade that you guys take is upon yourself, right? Always make sure to use proper risk management and use smaller lot sizes if you're not familiar with how we trade. And yeah, guys, so let's get down to some top-down analysis, all right? So, but before we do that, all right, I know it's 7. You can see that we're in a nice area of demand, okay? You can see right on the daily, all right? So current price bounced at around 1778, okay? And then it made a nice little push to the upside. And we're currently trading at 1783, all right? But before we do all this, I want to show you what today's bringing in store for us, all right? So you can see right here, this is ADP non-farm employment change. Okay, guys, if you're not familiar with how to read this news, all right, you click on these folders right here, open detail, and you scroll down. You can see the previous history of this news release. All right, you can see June 3rd, 2021, October 6th, 2021, and then it has all of your specs right here. Measures, usual effects, frequency, next release December 1st, 2021, FF notes, and why traders care. All right. So in terms of this folder, job creation is an important leading indicator to consumer spending, which accounts for a majority of overall economic activity. All right. And it's also called automatic data processing. All right, ADP. So that's just one of the folders. You can see that we also have at 10 a.m. ISM services PMI, and then we have some 10:30 crude oil, and then today in the afternoon we have U.S. High impact red folder news. All right, so FOMC. This is a very volatile time to trade, and the same kind of deal goes. You can read history and the specs. Okay, why traders care is always right here. Okay, it's always good to know, and then you can see some related stories which apply to this folder. All right, and then the same thing, we have federal funds rates and FOMC press conference. Okay, so that is at 2 and then 2:30. Okay, so guys, I just wanted to go over really quickly how to kind of read Forex Factory, how to read this type of news, and how to basically apply it to the overall market. All right. So anytime that you have these red folder news, you can, if you're new or if you're not familiar with it, you can be out of the trades that you're currently in just because of the erratic volatility. It's very volatile when these red folders drop, even sometimes orange folders, okay? So just make sure you're understanding to maybe not be in trades unless you have some experience, all right? So, guys, I just wanted to go over that quickly with you. And now we're going to come back and we're going to chart overall gold on the daily, doing a top down. And then I'm going to switch over and I'm going to probably do, we'll switch and we'll do either Euro USD, I'll take a poll, or GBP USD. Okay, so let's get down to some charting here. So you can see daily demand here is starting to form. We do have, you can see, have some negative downtrend starting to form, so similar, almost forming like a flat top bottom here. All right, so let's watch and see what's going to happen on gold. I think around 2 you're going to see some mass moves. To this morning you're going to get some nice moves on it as well. If you remember yesterday, it wasn't the best. It was kind of it was actually really choppy. So now we got to just wait and see what's going to happen and see if we can kind of get some more, I guess, say quality movement rather than looking for the quantity. Okay. So we have a supply area starting to form. All right. And then also we have a secondary. You can see it's starting to close right below that 200, acting as resistance. So you can keep these 200 exponential moving average on your chart, and you can see that it does act as nice area for top and a bottom. Okay. And we also have on the demand. And on higher time frame, guys, you know I like to use my white pearl line for my horizontal ray. All right. this down a little bit. There we go. Tighten it up. Tighten this down to the bottom wick. Okay, so you can remember, guys, this is going to be higher time frame support and resistance. All right, so you got to mark this. Hope everyone's having a good morning so far. Sorry for kind of diving back in right into it. I know we have a lot of people who are commenting. I'll check it out in 2 seconds, guys. Okay, I just want to make sure I get everything done. Okay, then we're going to drop it now down to the 4 hour. Okay, you can see if we slide gold this resistance right across, you can see 1796.5. All right, you can see that gold is bouncing out as demand. All right, now holding some support at the overall 200 exponential moving average. All right, I don't have my 9 EMA on it yet, but I will be posting that as soon as we get to lower time frame. All right. Okay, so 4 hour. Just guys, if you're familiar with it, you can check it out. I'm doing a little slower just so guys can follow along. Okay, kiss the demand, now starting to walk to the upside. All right, make sure you're tightening everything up. You can see gold started to break up above this previous resistance, huge bearish volume. Okay, price tried to retrace, was rejected, and then sold off some more as soon as it got to this demand. So it's a zone to, almost a zone to zone trade. All right, supply daily, you can see it made a move from up here, but the whole overall time, this is a very important area as well on the hourly. So all right. Okay, so just slowing down, we have 45 minutes and about 30 seconds left on this current hourly candle. All right, the next one's going to be around 8:15, which will be our ADP non-farm pay. That's why I'm taking a little bit slower today, guys. I'm not worried about the time before 8:15. We have big folders starting to come, and we need to make sure that we're ready in terms of our charting at least. All right. So from the hourly, drop it down to 30-minute. You can see we need to change this to baby blue. It's a lower time frame horizontal ray. Actually, let's change this up a little bit from what I see here. Okay, this is 30-minute now. Guys, what's everyone's spreads on gold right now? Okay, because remember, we are coming into high impact news, so it's good to keep that in mind. All right, put it in the chat box, let us know. Maybe include your broker as well, so just everyone knows what's going on. Drop it down to the 15-minute. Okay, you can see here, guys, there's a nice bullish engulfing candlestick right here coming out of 30-minute demand. All right, we have a secondary bullish engulfing candlestick, so there's a lot of power coming out of this 1780.5 area. Okay, as soon as it comes to some supply, you can see it's getting rejected. Price started to make a higher high from here. Right now we're looking at these 30-minute supply, obviously with the rejection, resistance forming at that 200 area. You can see with the RSI we're above the 50 mark. Okay, one second guys, let me turn on the fan. Okay, okay, from the overall 15 we're going to go down to the 10-minute, and you can see that the next 5 minutes, so it's getting rejected at supply area, going to come back down, potentially start to retest that 1782 mark. Okay, so we now just need to see if it's going to hold this overall support, or if it's going to start to break through and then have a continuation back to the overall demand mark. Okay, yep, remember guys, look at the downtrend that's starting to form. We're below the 200 MA coming from the hourly supply. All right, tried to retest some supply in the 15-minute. Now we're starting to continue. So we are in a downtrend. All right, keep this in mind. If you're just signing on the call, you missed the top down. I'm going to go a little bit slower for you. You can see. Okay. Okay, so now in the 5-minute, you can see as price is getting closer to the 200 MA, it's getting rejected. All right, you can see it's starting to retrace. That 10-minute candle that we talked about is just these two candles right here mixed with these two candles, showing you that they are getting rejected now. So this is coming closer to live price. All right, and as you can see that what we're trading in is nice areas of supply and demand. We can see push, pull, push, pull. All right, we made a nice little move. If we were trading before and we saw this area getting rejected, right, we would have had a resistance there and then waited for price to break out, and now making a curl down. So you can see why I liked having some moving averages on there is because they act as kind of an updated support and resistance that I don't have to always draw. All right, so let gold make its move, guys. Let's leave some key points here. Okay, so guys, once you hit these, okay, move your stop loss to break even, and or you know what I mean. And once you do that, you can move your trade either to a trailing stop, or you can TP, which is take your profit. Okay, in terms of how many pips you make. Okay. Okay guys, so some key points here. Obviously the goal is 10-15 pips. If you hit that, move your stop loss to break even, or you can leave a trailing stop. Right, gold is below the 200 moving average on the daily, okay, which is why you're getting this overall downtrend that has been forming. Okay, you can see recently it's starting to find some support and trying to annul that overall downtrend. Okay, so we have that red folder news at 8:15 a.m. all right, which is this right here, ADP employment change. All right, keep that in mind. And then use proper risk management, and always use a stop loss, guys. All right, let's add this in here. Okay, and if you guys don't be holding trades through red folders unless you're in a good amount of pips, because this erratic behavior can really change the direction of what potentially you're currently in. All right, so keep that in mind. Okay, so you can see there's about 3 minutes and 10 seconds left. The overall goal, let's see if we can start to get to here. All right, I'm gonna put it in a neutral area. All right, you can see price is getting rejected. 200 starting to retrace now, starting to show some possible breaking of that 9. All right, you can see that we're approaching that 50 line for RSI. Okay, so if it starts to break, guys, you can get from this supply possibly down to this demand right here. All right, but if we start to break and hold some support, we gotta wait for retest candles for the overall continuation. Okay, so the overall target, let's set one here. Okay, so we have an alert set now at around 1781.5. Here's your retracement. Okay, starting to, it's potentially forming a 3-bar play, but this is that key area where you might find some support for the actual walk back to the upside. So we got to watch this price right here if it starts to break below. All right. Okay, about 1 minute and 55 seconds left. You can see this is gold on the daily, which we went from, sorry, this is gold in the 5-minute. We went from the daily, which is daily 4-hour, hour, 30-minute, 15-minute, 10-minute, and now onto the 5-minute. Okay, so that's called the top-down analysis. All right, for the people who are just joining us, we just did a top-down analysis. Okay, gonna make some quick little updates here. Okay, just want to make that there. Okay, so key area right here, this could be a zone as well. We'll wait and see if price does get back there. Okay, so let's just watch and see. Okay, so currently on gold. All right, remember I mentioned to you that this is a key area in terms of support. All right, retested, now holding some support right there. Okay, it had 2 wicks previously bounce. All right, that's why you got that massive bottom wick, and it's starting to walk to the upside here. It went from bullish engulfing, right, to resistance, pullback, and now we're watching potentially the walk of the way up. Okay, it all started right here, guys. If this continues bullish, all right, if gold continues bullish, all right, it all started from this volume candle right there. Okay, so now we got to watch. Just make that a little smaller, guys. Okay. Okay. So remember, price, if it breaks below here, this is the area that you're looking for the retracement, right? It's not above here. Okay. If price was breaking below here, I would have moved this up here. Okay, it's got to come around and close around in this area. All right, you can see price did not break below, held support, and now we're walking our way to the upside. All right, supply on 30-minute, you can see it's just this bearish engulfing candlestick. All right, and previous structure, it made a nice little push and pull movement right around here before making its next move. All right, so supply in terms of 30-minute, it's holding true, but it can still get annulled. We've watched price break through and continue through supply and demand zones pretty much daily when you're trading. All right, so just keep in mind, just watch. It all started from this bullish engulfing candlestick right here. All right, remember that we are in an overall downtrend. Okay, if you weren't watching before, it's good to remember that under the daily we have, on the daily we are under the 200 MA, but also in terms of previous structure, you can see that we're in a steady downtrend coming to final demand, which is support, before we make our way to the next area. All right, if price is going to continue, you got to watch. This would be the key area before the next big break or bust. Okay. Okay, so now we have an area set down here for the break. All right, I also want to set a nice area right there. Perfect. Okay, so now we have an alarm set for both ways. 7:30, all right. So you can see they try to make a pull push movement. News is coming up at 8:15. So if you're in gold beforehand, if you watch here, you're in from 6:30, you're making nice moves, all right. If you're not in anything, you're just waiting now, let's just wait until news. So because of that, I'm going to start to switch over and watch Gbpusd. I'm going to do a top-down analysis on GU, and then we're going to come back and watch gold. Okay, so you can see that gold is trying to find some support right here, trying to push to the upside right around that 200. Okay, so here's your short-term pullback, 7:15, and then the overall continuation of the play, all from this bullish engulfing candlestick bouncing out of 30-minute demand. All right. So if price holds above here, it's got to hold above this 200. You can see how it's breaking above now. Price can still come back down and shoot, all right, but it's got to hold around that 200 MA. If it does, you can expect it to continue and have the overall hitting of the top of the supply, which is top of the rejection, at around 1785.5. Okay. Okay, so keep that there. Let's switch over. Let's check with the DXY really quickly. You can see DXY is forming a little bit of a triple top here, head and shoulder. We have shoulder, head, shoulder for the continuation. Okay, we're starting to fight an overall uptrend, so let's watch and see. You see how the MAs are really important in terms of support and resistance. This is now acting as resistance and it's starting to break below that 9 for the DXY, hovering around that 94 mark. If you guys have been trading with me before, I always mention that this area is very key in terms of price for DXY. Okay, so let's watch and see. You can see price is starting to come right back down to 94. All right. Look at GBPUSD. All right, you can see clear as day it's above the 200, making a nice little move before we actually get there. So GU has a lot of top wicks here. All right, that's where we're getting rejected. This is on 5-minute. I will go back and chart it though. You can see GU has the option to continue to push, obviously, or pull. Starting to break above that 50 mark. All right, so let's wait and see. You can see it was heavily sold off before, and now you might be getting your overall potential retracement starting to happen on GU. This is only on the 5-minute. All right, so I just flipped over, kind of quickly looked at it, and noticed an overall uptrend forming here on GBPUSD. So let's watch and see what's going to happen here, if it's going to get a push or a pull. All right, so always start with your top-down analysis, guys. And mine might be different from yours, all right? For real, my analysis might be completely different from yours. So if you do it your way and you can still do everything, that's phenomenal. That's the best. Sometimes charting is the hardest for some people. So if you can do it, that's perfect, all right? Okay, let's dive in here. Tighten it up. See how GBP made a double top right here? Push, held, neckline, 9, resistance, and then it started to sell. Okay, so GU is bearish on the daily. You can see it's broken below both moving averages. It's below the 50 mark on the daily, just some confirmation things. And now you can see we're trying to find a little bit of support here. Here's your maybe short-term pullback before the overall continuation. All right. I want to see what we're going to get out of this bounce right here. Okay, so I'm going to tighten this up. And guys, with gold, don't worry, I've set alarms. Okay, so we'll see an alert go off. Okay, switch that up. have the overall resistance forming at the next area, which would be the 200 MA. So let's watch from the daily. Now we're going to switch down to the 4 hour. All right. Guys, don't spam, okay, please. Just asking you politely, okay? Let's go check out gold in the gold. Okay, remember this last one was GBP on the 4 hour, all right? Oh, man. Guys, don't spam, please, all right? Please don't spam. Okay, so remember we bounced off on the 4 hour. We're now making moves off this overall 200 exponential moving average. So let's see what we're doing on the 5. Okay. So in terms of gold, remember I mentioned to you that as soon as it comes up to supply, this is going to be the key area right here, the high. Okay. Price made a nice ignited candle here. All right. Let me just take off this MA for a second. You can see from the bottom, there's no bottom wick. Okay. So there's no bottom wick. The volume of the buyers just took control. Okay. Pushed all the way up. Remember we talked about supply. Zone to zone trading. Now you can see a little bit of resistance at top wick that's starting to form. Right at the high right there, 1785.5, and now it's getting pushed back down. Okay, so let's watch and see if it has another short-term pullback like it did at the 200 before making its overall next move. Okay, so you can see gold. Guys, if you want to know about crude oil, look up crude oil. You know what I mean? Take a look at, go to the chart, take some initiative, and go to crude oil. There's the 5-minute breakout. Remember we talked about that? Bouncing off the 200 MA, the moving averages. This on the 5-minute. Okay, here's the resistance. Here's the supply. Here's the continuation uptrend. That's the break. Okay, so if you check back in the video, you can see we charted this as a resistance neckline, had the overall continuation. Okay, now back to the 4 hour. Okay, you can see back on the 4 hour. Let's mark this. Okay, check out RSI. Really was oversold. Okay, now price is starting to make an uptrend, which is why you're starting to get a break here of the 9, right? If price starts to push, you can see now the overall goal is to 200. Okay, so let me just erase this for 1 second here. I'll put it back. Guys, if you want to use, someone just asked about order blocks. Okay, I saw that. Yeah, you can use order blocks if you like, absolutely. I've used them before. I think they're good. Just make sure you actually know how to use them. Okay. If gold broke out, guys, it's having just that continuation of that overall path. And guys, just be respectful that you know what I mean? If I'm charting something else, just don't try to blow up the chat. We'll get back there. Perfect. Okay, so from 4 hour, we go down to the 1 hour now. And this is Gbpusd, guys. All right, now on the hourly, for all you swing traders and higher time frame traders, look, see what we're in, a price area consolidation, right? A sideways trading, you can see in terms of the hourly, all right? Potentially, you're looking for the break to the upside, bouncing out of this demand area, or price is going to get rejected and start to continue down. Break previous demand, and then head to the overall higher time frame demand on the daily. All right. So from the hourly, let's drop it down to the 30-minute. See how price is going to look. Remember, here's that uptrend on the 5-minute. Now it's uptrend on the 30-minute. Okay. So 30-minute, we're going to go to 15. This is what you're showing right now on the 15-minute. You can see a price area of consolidation, sideways trading, for selling off, getting some accumulation, and now we're having the overall push to the upside here. Okay, so let's wait and see. What do you guys think on GBPUSD? Do you guys think it's going to be a push or a pull movement? What are your thoughts? And same with gold. Put both of them there, guys. Let me know what you think. Gold, gold or GBPUSD. All right. Okay, let me erase this here. I gotta put lower time frame. That's my apologies. That's why I take a look back, guys. Always try to look at the chart. Always try to see what's going on here. Anything can happen. Remember, we still have that 8:15 news. Okay, look at what we're forming here. It's a double bottom with an uptrending angle right now on GBPUSD. All right. So let's watch and see what's going to happen. If we drag this right across the resistance, you can see clear as day. It was rejected at these candles right over here, November 2nd at 11. All right. So looking at previous price is a nice indication to see where price could potentially go. Now we have our overall 5-minute candles. Okay, you can add your 9 exponential moving average here. All right, starting to curl above. Moving averages are starting to cross. You can see RSI has crossed above the 50. Okay, that's why you're getting that little uptrend movement here. All right, that's why you're getting that bullish momentum move. We're going to see what's going to happen obviously next, but you can see clear as day, nothing has been above here for a while. The next overall area of the next bounce you're looking at right there. Okay, so we have higher time frame zones, lower time frame areas of previous resistance. All right, for example, if you're looking at GBPUSD here, that area is maybe 7 pips. When you start to rise, looking at 10, that would be roughly 10 pips right there. From this move at the high, breaking out, overall to about 1.36454. Okay? So let's wait and see what's going to happen. Okay, there's about a minute left. New candle is opening up, which is the 740 candle. You can see it's just starting to open, about 5 seconds in, starting to walk to the upside. All right? All the momentum here, a couple things are going to happen. You can see that price is going to come up and get rejected and start to test this overall trend. All right, if it gets rejected there. Okay, if price starts to break through, all right, you need to have break. You're going to have some maybe retest here, consolidation before maybe the next move to the upside. All right, okay, and it's because we're right at 36348. That's approaching near the high. Okay, so it's a critical area. It's about 740. Remember, at about 35 minutes. Okay, we have that big news starting to come. So let's just watch and see this price. Looking at right here. Okay, it's the high, 36348. All right. So let's get some key points on GBPUSD. Haven't got much gold notification yet, so let's just wait and see what's going to happen here. Okay. Okay, guys, got some spam here. Just give me 1 second. Guys, don't worry. We'll do Nasdaq and US 30. Just have some patience here. Can't do everything at once. If you guys want me to speed through this, then you're going to get bad analysis. It's up to you. You guys make the decision. If you want to pressure me to do it, then you know what I mean. Can't do one thing all the time. Okay, you got to take it step by step. Be patient. We're going to watch GBPUSD and we're going to watch gold through 8:15, and then right after that we're going to start charting. Okay. All right. So you can see. All right. So remember we talked about that supply. Okay, it's getting rejected, coming back now and testing that overall 200 and the actual 9, so it's holding support now, pushing back up here. So look for some consolidation starting to maybe form here before making its overall next big move. Because this was the nice play right here. This had a nice engulfing candlestick, right, coming out of the band, which we talk about for the new people signing on, which led to the overall uptrend forming. Okay, we had our alarms set for potential reversals, which did not come to play. We looked at that right here for potential break to come down to the retesting area of demand. Held above that 9, and now you're starting to walk to the upside. Okay, so let's go to GU. There's GBPUSD, guys. So it's starting to break. Okay. 36348. I mentioned to you that was the area. Starting to walk to the upside now. Okay. Key areas for a small time frame resistance. You're looking at the high now. Okay. 36385. All right. So let's see if we're going to get to the overall trade of 36419 area. You can see it's starting to walk to the upside. Okay, let's set an alert here. A lot of ignition in this candle, guys. You can see from the bottom of the candle right here. Okay, guys, for the people who just learned in our boot camp, you can see there's no bottom wick. Okay, this is an ignited candle. There was no pull down. There's no drawdown at all. The buyers are heavy coming in here. Okay, didn't even come back down near the 200, or sorry, the 9. A lot of volume starting to push. Okay. Massive candle, guys. Massive candle. All because it's ignited. So guys, if you did take GBPUSD anywhere around this break, okay, that overall trend to here, you're looking at 7 pips. Okay, I know the goal we say 10 plus, but if you're in this, move your stop loss to BE, trail your stop. All right, or you know what I mean, you can potentially just take this overall trade. Some people like maybe 5 to 10 pips. That's all they need because they have a higher count. Right, that's the key thing. So if you're not, though, if you're using smaller lot sizes, then you want to kind of take this long because you're looking at maybe, you know, the hourly, right? Remember the hour we talked about had the double top form, sorry, double bottom. You can see 1 kiss, 2 kiss, neckline right here. That's why you're starting to get this break from this overall higher time frame uptrend forming. All right, so if you're a swing trader, make sure you remember these key levels right here. We're starting to approach a nice area that is once previously consolidated. 2 zones right here. But we can fill from zone to zone. Okay, 4 hour to 4 hour. It has a lot of opportunity. All right, so you look at 30-minute now. You can see right off the 30-minute uptrend forming out of the demand, you're starting to get your potential uptrend forming. All right, you drop down to 15. Sorry about this here. Same thing. 15-minute uptrend. Overall rejection area would have been down here, which would have retested here. Okay, the overall uptrend. Now we're looking for the overall push to the 200 on the 15-minute. A lot of people trade pairs on the 15 minutes, all right? That's why I'm showing you a breakdown by breakdown based on an hour, okay? So some people are swing traders. You can look to swing this, absolutely. You just got to remember the next key area is going to be that 200. You're going to get some retracement just because you're heavily away from that 9 exponential moving average, all right? All right, and then you have GBPUSD on the 5-minute. Okay, so let's switch over to gold for 2 seconds. Okay, there's gold. All right, you can see it's now forming a little bit of a downtrend in terms of a short-term pullback right here. All right, let's see how far it's going to take it. Here's your potential retest. Let's see where we're at in the RSI. Hovering a bit, roughly around 61. Okay. Stuart, nice. See, guys, if you guys are trading a little bit earlier, coming out of demand zones in earlier time frames, right? You know what I mean? He's been holding. All right. So this is that's good, buddy. That's very good, man. I'm waiting until A15 for anything, just to be honest with you. All right, 2 minutes and 21 seconds here. This is the area where it's either going to get some support or it's going to pull. Okay, right around these moving averages, starting to curl down. All right, price is making a little bit of an uptrend here. Price is making a steady uptrend here. But remember, supply on 30 minutes, demand on 30 minutes. Okay. All right, let's see Gbpusd. I only set one area for time frame alerts to go off. So there's your Gbpusd, guys. Okay. All right, so it's following this potential pathway right here. All right, I don't need to always throw these on. A lot of people ask about it, but this is the overall area right here. You're looking at it, stop loss, bottom wick right there. Potential trade like this. I'm not going to make them big, but you can start to see that that was the overall area. Have your stop loss roughly, you know, if you got in from here, that's 3, maybe 5 pips, 6 pips down here. Okay, if you're looking to scalp. Obviously, if you're higher time frame, you want to use a wider stop loss. Okay, and it just followed this pathway right here. That's all it did. Okay, I didn't have this on here before. I didn't. All right, I'm putting it on there just to show you people a potential stop loss area. Okay, guys, you got to give me 2 seconds here. I've drank a lot of. Guys, my RSI is completely normal. I don't do anything. I just throw it on there and I use it. Okay, for real. Guys, give me 2 seconds. I just got to run to the washroom. You know me. I drink a lot of water and coffee, so I'll be right back. I'm not going to leave more than 2 seconds. All right, we're back. Hey guys, there we go. Sorry about that. Okay, so 4 minutes on this new candle that opened. All right, you can see price made a nice little high here. Okay, a little bit of resistance starting to form in this top wick for Gbpusd. Okay, suggestion would be move your SL to BE, which is right here, maybe 10 pips. If you got in from that overall area, it's at 10 right now. Okay, so you would want to move your stop loss to break even if you'd want to. All right, if not, you can keep it right there where it is. Okay. And we'll look at maybe charting one more before. Okay, so look at gold right now. See, it's starting to form overall downtrend coming in the 30-minute supply. All right, so leave gold alone. And the only reason why I'm saying gold is to leave it alone is right here, 8:15. You have that news. All right. Okay. So let's look at charting Nasdaq here. Okay, Nasdaq is moving nice. Daily. Guys, Nasdaq it's making historic moves right now. Okay, it actually has hit a high at 16,000, which we actually had on the call, right? You can see it's heavily Look at the divergence that it's making. It's not really making much. Price is going up, price is going parallel, but it's still higher than previous. All right, so guys, it all started with this double bottom right here for the neckline break, bullish candlestick breaking above that 9, and then you're riding it up. All right, so ever since October 14th, it's been bullish. All right. Okay, so we're at 15.99. Okay, guys, I'm using the 16,100 mark roughly, and 165.3. Okay, you can see right here for the top and the bottom. Okay. That's potential supply. Okay, like for real, this thing it's got no top, all right? It's got no ceiling as is. Okay, it's just hovering the current body. You can see it's starting to break above this previous wick. So the next area of potential rejection is going to be the high, 16,000. Okay, so that is the high. All right. Potential supply area could be up here. I'm just putting it as a supply simply because if they start to break. Okay, you can obviously move this down if you'd like. All right. So showing you that right now. I'm going to use overall current high. A little bit of a move to the upside. All right. Gather the wicks at the bottom. All right. Oh, sorry about that. Psychological numbers, exactly, guys. If you're familiar with what psychological numbers is, 16,000 is a psychological number. All right. Remember, this is on the daily. This is on the daily, guys. All right. So now we're going to drop down to the 4-hour. Look at the price structure of Nasdaq. Higher high, higher low, higher high. Tried to make a higher low, but kept going in an uptrending angle. All right. See how much RSI means nothing? If you guys started to sell anywhere, you guys are getting blasted, right? It's heavily overbought. All right, heavily. Okay. Okay. Okay, 755, guys. We have Gbpusd going. All right. Have Nasdaq going as well. Okay, I'm going to leave Nasdaq on the 4-hour for right now, and I'm going to go back and check the other pairs because it's coming up to around 755. All right. I want to make sure we watch our candles leading into the hour. Okay. Okay, there's Gbpusd. Okay, so GU is having a continuation. All right. It all started with this overall 5-minute uptrend here. Okay. Bouncing as soon as averages cross. Okay, if you use the averages, you don't need to. It's completely up to you. That's why you're getting this ignited candles starting to form here. That's why you're following this overall pathway, right? Okay, at least put it to the bottom of that previous candle right there to see we get some support. Okay, I don't have anything based on here, so we got to switch back, guys. Give me 1 second. Okay, let's switch that to baby blue. There we go. Guys, if you're in Gbpusd, you can hold until this 815 folder. Okay. If you hold before it, like I said, if you hold during it, that's up to you. This is up to you guys. I said after 10 pips, you guys make the decision. All right. I'm gonna check out gold right now. A lot of people are wanting me to see gold, so look at Gbpusd. Okay. You can see gold is now starting to hover, bouncing off those moving averages, but still there's no volume. Okay, they've slowed gold down. You guys remember yesterday? Okay, this is the thing. Yesterday, gold was not the best until about 11:30, right? We caught an initial move at the beginning, and then nothing happened. The same potential thing could happen here just until 8:15. Okay, so my suggestion, if you're not doing anything but selling, right, I would leave it alone. You're buying maybe against potential in supply. Okay, price made it there from this pathway. I'll even move this over just so people don't get confused. All right, that was the pathway right there. Now you can see we're getting some also resistance forming at the high 1785.5, pushing back now, bouncing off that 9 moving average and the overall downtrend. Okay, so this is annulled here, so we can erase that and just see consistent sideways movement. All right, so that's what I'm saying. Leave gold alone. Leave gold alone for now. If you guys like the sells, you know, you can look for those. But remember, we're now going to find some support, which has a lot of previous candlestick volume around that area. Okay, so let's finish CGU. Okay, so Gbpusd is still running. All right, you can see it's coming up to a potential high at 36544. All right. Okay. The pound sterling pairs are looking nice. Okay, so let's look at the 15-minute. All right, look at this. A lot of ignited power. Okay, and we're going zone to zone, so we're going to demand to supply. We're heading to a 4-hour supply zone. All right. All right, zone to zone trading. Okay, higher time frame trading. One thing that you guys can also remember, when just because we have 5-minute scalping in the overall title, you know, a lot of people, they enter in trades based on a lower time frame to try to get the potential entry, because you can see you wouldn't be able to spot this on higher time frame, this overall uptrend. On the daily it shows downtrend. You know what I mean? So that's why you switch from higher down to lower, and then if you'd like to switch back, you can switch back based on your analysis that you do. Okay, based on your higher time frame, but always check your lower. Okay. Okay, so you can see the candles are starting to slow down in terms of volume. Not much power like these 3-bar play right here. Guys, that's almost a 3 white soldier pattern. Okay, 3-bar play for all the members in the boot camp. Day 1, candlestick characteristics. 1, barely any wick. 2, barely any wick. 3, barely any wick. What is this? What kind of pattern is this, guys? It's a 3-bar play, but what's the technical name for that? All right. There's the overall rejection. You can see I mentioned there's some volume that's starting to slow down. Okay. 8 o'clock here. Here's your retracement candle now. A new hourly candle starting to form. On any hour candle, you want to make sure you're just waiting for the first 5 minute to close. Let it do its thing. All right. So we got about 2 minutes left on this current 8 a.m. candle. You can see now it's starting to retrace, starting to find some support. It's heavily away from this 9 EMA, okay? So you can expect if it's going to continue, it's going to come back down to probably this candle right here, maybe the midway or the bottom if it breaks, just because it's very heavily far away from that. But we'll wait and see here. There's still about 2 minutes left. Okay, we're going to finish charting Nasdaq here, okay? I want to check out gold for 2 seconds. Leave gold alone. Look at these candles. Leave it alone. If it retraces, who cares? Leave it alone, okay? There's your Nasdaq. Okay, 5 minutes. You can see it's getting some heavy resistance, trying to break on higher time frame. A lot of volume being pumped in here, guys. A lot of volume. Okay, 1 second here. Okay, so I put that at 16,010. Okay, next potential area that Nasdaq could get to before making its overall next move, guys. This thing is still very, very, very bullish. All right. Okay, you can see Nasdaq is starting to pump here. Okay, 55 minutes. Let's drop it now down to the hour. Let's see what we're looking with on the hourly. No entries right now, guys. Just being honest with you, it's 8:04. There's news at 8:15. Okay, high impact news. If you do look to trade before, it's up to you. You just are not really understanding pretty much news, I would say. Like, you might understand it, but you might not get the overall impact that it can have. Okay, so just keep that in mind. Okay. Okay, guys, I'm looking for overall. You see how price bounced here, held some support. You can actually make that a little bit of a zone right there. Okay. So then we have 30 minutes. We'll look at Gbpusd, guys. So by people who are watching it, thank you so much. Just let me finish up Nasdaq for the tech lovers. All right. Okay, 25 minutes left on this current 30 minutes left. So the first 5 minutes have come. You can see 8:05 right here for the ticker. All right. You can see what we have on Nasdaq. Guys, what do you want to trade? Gold, Nasdaq, Gbpusd. I'm not going to trade US 30, guys. US 30 is the baby that gets done right before market open. Okay. Look at Nasdaq starting to retrace here. Okay. There's a lot of gold lovers here. I can see a lot of gold lovers here. Okay, so Nasdaq. You can see on the 10-minute, they're having a consolidative trap right here for making its next move. If this holds true, guys, I can see a bullish flagpole starting to form on the 15. Here's your push pull. You can maybe consolidate, make a flag, and then a continuation. All right, so it's on the 10-minute, sorry, not on the 15-minute. All right, I can't do both, guys. I can't do both. All right, so all right. So to come down here, guys, it's got to break. It's got to close below that EMA. Okay, retrace and start to test this overall downtrend forming. This is Nasdaq. Now, if price holds support here, you can see that they're trying to bounce it around that 9. If it holds here, remember we talked about this overall move. Price would need to break above here. All right, retest and have a continuation. 807. We have a high at 1600.4.42. We'll look at that. Okay. You can see that's the high. Okay. The consolidated break was right here, 1602.2. That's if it breaks to the upside. If it breaks to the downside, roughly 1600 mark. Perfect. You can see it's starting to retrace now. All right. Okay, so 808. You can see that Nasdaq is starting to try to break here. Okay, you can see it's tried to make a retracement. Coming right here. But it's held support. So let's watch and see what these next couple candles are going to do. All right, this is the area that needs to break right there. Okay, it needs to break below these previous wicks. If it holds, it's going to start to bounce back up. You can see. All right. Okay, so let's watch. Okay. Okay, let's check out Gbpusd. Let's check out the things that we were waiting for, guys. You can see on Nasdaq the two areas: 1600, 1,000, 2.2, 15,997.5. Okay, starting to form a little bit of an uptrend here. All right, you can see prices are starting to close in this consolidation box. Remember I told you guys Gbpusd, it's zone to zone on the 15-minute and higher time frame. Okay, remember we talked about 4 hours. That's why pairs are nice. Demand, supply, zone to zone trading, making a nice ignited candle here, which is a clear indication that there's a lot of buyers present. You're starting to walk your way up here. All right. Okay, I'm just going to move this up here, act as next support. Guys, remember, this is only 10 pips, okay? But if you're looking at getting into that GU trade, if you did it already, move your stop loss to break even. All right, take this here, whatever it is, and wherever you got in, guys, slide your stop loss, put it at BE, just because of the overall potential retracement happening. You can see that price already made it down here once, okay? A lot of buyers took it back up. It's not to say that price, because look at how close it is to that supply zone, okay? It's not to say that price cannot come back down, resist, okay, and then start to fall again, okay? Okay, so 811. Okay, so here's your curl now on GU, right? Remember I told you it can fill the bottom of this wick. Let's see if it's going to start to do so. If not, it's just going to have that overall trend continuation. All right. All right, so just going to check out what we need to trade here. Let's check out our guys. Let's check it out here. All right. GU target 37,000. Okay, so looking good. We have a lot of people agreeing. Gold. Okay, NAS. Okay, guys, because gold was such a prick to us yesterday, we're going to chart gold. There's a lot of people who are on it. We'll switch back and forth. Don't worry. All right. Okay, here's the overall continuation rise. Okay, 812. 2 minutes left here. What are your guys' thoughts on gold? What are your guys' thoughts on gold? Okay, do you guys think gold is going to be bullish or bearish? Okay. Guys, it's a clear sign here on gold. Okay, we know we had this play down here. We're far away from that now. Okay, price followed the overall break, had a continuation over here. It's following the same suit. No volume. All right, having a lot of potential selling opportunities forming on the 30-minute. If price breaks above, you can see it's going to start to walk. We have our next areas right here. If it starts to retrace, I'm going to just erase this right here. Okay, price starts to retrace here, guys. Look, it's got to start to break these moving averages. So if we're looking for anything, it's got to be below here. Okay, and price is going to come fast, guys, so remember that. All right, if it's going to be selling, it's going to come fast. A lot of news at 8:15. Okay, if you're not familiar with trading news, you can wait for the first 15-minute candle to open. 8:14, you got a minute left here. All right, so here's the new candle. It opens up 8:15. All right, I'm going to put it down here just in case. I'll put it right here. Guys, these flags allow me to help with just the overall options that I can write on here. All right, you can see clear as day that practicing proper risk management is the #1 thing when you're doing this. Okay, if gold goes bullish, guys, the overall pathway, we have a target up here. All right, 6 seconds, guys, 6 seconds. Remember, if you're in the news, it's got to break above here. 8:15, here it comes. Let's watch and see. Okay, sold off right into the area. Let news settle off. See how fast that was, guys? So for all you guys that are buying, remember, it's coming out of supply. The only reason why I put that there, do you see how fast that candle opened up? Do you guys see how fast that went? Right? That thing went, look at this now. Initially, that candle was a 20 pip candle here. All right, so you had to be fast. See what I'm saying? Very fast. That's news, guys. That's news for you. All right, that's why I said don't be in any trades beforehand. You can see how fast that was. If you were in that sell, it's looking good. Okay, but now you're looking at the potential retracement here, the liquidity grab. Okay, did you guys see how fast that was? Did you guys see how fast that trade was? All right, do you see what I mean about, guys, in the buys? If you guys were in buys, that's why I told you to close your trade. If you're new, don't worry about it. There's plenty of other opportunities here. But that trade just saved you from dropping 20 pips. Okay, if you're in the sell because you realize that it's supply in 30 minutes, you're actually all right. All right, guys, that's not the fastest candle you'll see. If we trade NFP on Friday, right, you'll see a lot bigger of a candle, and it'll be a lot more of a impactful candle. Okay, this was just the warm up. All right. This is just the warm up. And guys saying you're happy you closed your buys, I'm happy too for you. Okay? All right, so people are asking me in my group too, why did you have the sell? Okay, why did you have that sell? All right, so if you had held the sell there, you're looking good. Remember we talked about this overall wick right there? That was the option. It's just because it's overall supply. Okay, holding through news, trading through news is one of the most volatile things you can do. All right, one of the most volatile things you can do. So just keep that in mind. Now we'll wait and see what's going to happen here. Let's go check out Gbpusd. All right, gold is having a little bit of a indecision right now. Okay, so look at Gbpusd. That's why I didn't really mention trading this right now. You can see it's not much news. Sorry, not much impact based on the news. You can see it's bouncing in supply here, looking to retrace, possibly fill this bottom wick. Okay, but Gbpusd is still good. Let's check out Nasdaq. Okay, so Nasdaq didn't retrace. Okay, it started to sell off here. You can see. All right, following this pathway below. Have an alarm set right there. Let's watch follow gold now. Okay. Guys, remember, like, we do have a potential reversal here. So if you're in these sells here, right, just keep in mind that price can erase back up, right? This is still the news candle here. Okay, this is still 8:15. There's still a minute and 24 seconds left. So as much as we've been talking here, you can see a lot of bottom wick can be filled, but there's also a lot of opportunity for price to erase. What I mean by that is grab liquidity and start to retrace and flip back bullish here. All right. Let's see what's going on with the DXY here. It's a good correlation if there is one. Okay. So this is clear as day, double bottom. Okay. So guys, in our crew, you know what I mean? By our program, you can see chart patterns, double bottom, have your breaking out right here. Okay, we've done these many times on the channel when it happens, and you can see you're getting the nice little break. All right, this is why you're correlated right here. So, but remember, we have an overall downtrend forming on the DXY. All right, so let's wait and see. Okay, see how it's getting retraced from the 200. Overall downtrend starting to form in the 5-minute. You can see now that price on gold is retracing up. Okay, it's retracing up. So let's watch and see. Here's your minute. Here's one. Here's your new candle that's starting to open. Okay. Okay. So for all the sellers, remember I told you to get out right down here, just nice and fast. I mentioned price. See this wick right here? See how it didn't even open up near this previous wick, right? It opened up higher, and now you're starting to get your retracement. So that was your news candle, right? Now here's your continuation. All right. You can see that price grabbing some liquidity, maybe rating your stop losses, okay, and now pumping to the upside. All right. Look, now you can see. Remember, this is why 8:15. If you're new, don't be in any trades. All right. Trade during news. You can see this is why a lot of people were thankful on the sell here that we got out, and now look, it's retracing, starting to close exactly right at the entry. So look at this. Do you see how identical, parallel the body and the open of this candle is and the close of this, right? This is your news candle. This is your potential head fake candle, or like liquidity grab as people were calling it. And now you can see the bodies opening up parallel right outside the entry. Okay. The reason why we put it there is it broke below this previous wick. That's why I put it just below, so it can have a continuation. Now you can see clear as day, gold is starting to retrace and go bullish here. All right. So that's what I said. Had to be quick. It's not an overall sell. Now, if you didn't trade it, you're looking good. Bullish engulfing candlestick starting to form here. All right. All right. Look at this push, guys. Gold is starting to push to the upside now. There's your news liquidity, and now we're having the overall push to the upside. Price can go to 1787, which is the next target based on, we have one more, sorry. We'll go to GU in 1 second, guys. Absolutely. You guys are seeing it clear as day. I don't have to say anything. You can see what's going on with gold, okay? You can see what's going on with gold. Look at that massive push. Didn't break above the high, got rejected again. So it was rejected once, 2, 3, 4, 5. 25 minutes of pressure trying to break above, and look at this massive push down. All right. So let's go look at Gbpusd. See the curl is starting to form here, bouncing off that 9 EMA. All right. Minute, oh, almost 2 minutes left here. This is the next candle. This is the 8:20 candle. So this is 5 minutes right after news. So GU still looking nice. All right. But it's got to start to picking up some volume here if it wants to have a continuation. All right. Okay, we can check out Nasdaq as well. Okay. Okay, we have an alarm set there. You can see it hasn't touched just yet, but price. So if you guys are wondering why does he draw this, what's going on here, remember this is higher time frame supply. Okay, I've been saying this on gold. I've been saying this on GBPUSD. All right. If it breaks above here and holds, so I'm saying it holds in this area right here, that's your entry for buying, but it's really at the high. All right. The overall pullback was just this breakout of this consolidation trap below this previous wick, which is why I had this overall area coming down. Okay. So let's just watch and see if Nasdaq is going to have a continuation in about one. It's under a minute now. Okay. Okay, so 14 seconds here. Let's watch this. Okay, we'll watch this close in 2 seconds. Okay, new candle's opening here. Let's see what it's looking like on the 15. Okay, here's your pullback. Okay, see how it's getting closed above that 9 EMA. Rejected. Now starting overall trend. It still hasn't broke below. It's still finding some volume here. All right. So you can see Nasdaq is a lot of opportunity for buying still. But let's just wait and see if it's actually going to have a maybe potential sell opportunity at around 8:30, which is about 5 minutes. Okay, you can see it starting to push back down. A lot of volume. Let's look at the 10-minute. Okay, you can see push. Price is slowly starting to fade. That's why you leave that overall break right down. Continuation. We'll see if it's going to tap right here. You'll get an alert if it does. All right. So new candles open up. It's been about a minute. Let's look at. Let's switch back to gold here. Okay. Guys, remember that how crazy yesterday gold was. I don't really want to be trading gold as much today. Okay, to be honest with you, you got to remember we have more news coming up here. That's just the one folder dropping. Okay, there's also 10 a.m. Okay, and then you have huge folders at 2 p.m. FOMC statement folders. Okay, this is one of the biggest times in trading you can actually trade in. Okay, so we also have that today. That's why gold might have consolidative structure movement or some head fake movements before actually letting that news release. All right. So just keep in mind, just watch. All right. I'm gonna maybe look at just sticking with Nasdaq. All right. If gold starts to move, we'll follow it. All right. Nasdaq GU. And we'll look at US 30 possibly near market open, depending on how much love I get on the channel. Okay. Okay, so GU, you can still see, remember we talked about filling this bottom wick right here? It's almost doing that, starting to break the 9. Okay, as soon as it does that, guys, we can look for the next opportunity for the push or pull. All right. I'm going to erase this here for a second here. So if price comes here, guys, look, this is another key area. I'm just going to mark this up for you. Okay, so price, it's got to break below here, right, to continue. GU did this yesterday. Okay, it had massive pullbacks. It's going to now fight against this 3 white horses right here, 3-bar play. Now if it holds, I'm going to mark the price on this in a second here. Okay, if it holds here, it's going to retrace and start to bounce back up. What is this price line? They're over here. If you're not familiar with this, that's okay. $36,500. All right. I'm going to mark some at a horizontal race here. Okay. Let's check out Nasdaq now. Okay, so Nasdaq still hasn't made the continuation. It's being a little slow. It's about 1 minute and 25 seconds left on this current candle. You can see that price has tried to pull down. Now it's a little bit of spinning top indecision, okay, before making its next move. There you go. It's closing below that 9. Okay, you're going to get an alert as soon as it starts to sell right here and hit. All right. DXY. Okay, so look, double bottom. All right, you can see as soon as it gets held up right on that overall downtrend, pushing, now pulling, holding below that 200, heavily extended away from the 5, or sorry, the 9. You can see it's right above that 50 mark. Okay. There's your gold, okay, clearly getting rejected. All right. Where's that Nasdaq? There it is. Okay, so you can see Nasdaq is finding some support now. 6 seconds left. Let's watch and see this candle close. All right. Okay, you can see a nice little bounce forming on Nasdaq. Top wick. I'm going to move that arrow for you in 1 second here. Guys, how many people would like me to chart Euro USD? Okay, you can watch Nasdaq. We know what's going to happen with Nas. All right, it's getting a little bit of a push down here. You can see heavy rejection at that 9 EMA. You can see this live. This is why I liked using the 9. It's act as live support and resistance. All right. There you go. Okay. So Nasdaq from this overall break down here, guys, you're maybe looking at 5 pips so far. Okay, that's not bad, but obviously let's see if we can get a continuation, maybe about 10 pips. Okay, so let's watch and see. All right, guys. Just gonna mark this on there to show you guys where you should put your stop loss if you're looking at anything. Okay, right here. Okay, you can see nice little scalp opportunity. It's a one, almost maybe a 1-to-1. The stop loss is probably about 3 pips. Okay, it's currently in 5, so it's a nice little opportunity for a nice scalp. But let's just wait and see, guys. This is getting in from the high. This is a really high point. So you can look maybe to Nasdaq. Let's see where we're at. All right, Nasdaq holds and keeps continuing down. You can see we're at a nice high opportunity entry. Nasdaq has ran a ton from when our entries happen. Okay, so just keep this in mind. All right. let's check out gold, and then I'll chart. Remember yesterday, guys? Look at what's going on with gold today. Same thing, okay? Okay. You guys want to see Euro, EU? Let's check it out. Okay. Euro. Okay, perfect. Okay, guys, I'm doing Euro USD EU on the daily, okay? Look at the daily downtrend we have forming here, okay? Look at this huge bearish engulfing candlestick, right? That was on October 29th, all right? Okay, one sec, guys. Got some David Guetta pumping here. Do you guys listen to music while you stream? I'll look at gold in a second, guys. Just let me chart this. Let me get down. I said people, we do a little things differently. All right, just do one more thing, and obviously EU is the difference. So okay, we got to check gold on that one now. What happened on gold, guys? Oof. Oh my goodness. Look at the gold sellers, guys. Wow. Gold died. Okay, but you gotta just remember one thing, okay? It didn't break above here. You have all these previous wicks, right? It's attempted once, two, three, four, five, six, 7 times. Okay, 7 times. All right. Look at that. It tried to break and was rejected. But now here's a cool thing that you can really look at. All right. Remember we talked about these supply and demand zones. All right. Remember we talked about supply and demand. Okay. This is a zone to zone trade. All right. If it starts to break down here, it's a zone to zone trade, and obviously it can have its continuation. All right. You can see it's still dumping, guys. All right. As much as we wanted to stay away from it, it just had to be a little bit of timed, all right, before making this overall move. And now you can see zone to zone. Look at gold, guys, starting to heavily sell. Okay, zone to zone trading. All right, massive sell off here. All right, and if you missed it right here and it retraced and hit SL, you know what I mean? Just remember the next area, if it's still going to hold there, you can see the resistance. All right. Okay, so I'm just going to take a picture for this for zone to zone. Okay, let's go check out Gbpusd and Nasdaq. All right, gold is still falling, guys. Like this is, it's a heavy sell. It's a heavy sell. Okay, she's tanking. Look at GU now. Okay, starting to find a little bit of bounce. You can see at 1.365. Remember we had that bounce opportunity. It started to follow there, held above the 9. Not much movement yet on Gbpusd. We caught the nice move on GU. Okay, so let's check out Nasdaq here. Okay, Nasdaq is still selling off, having overall continuation. All right, now it's just finding some support right here. You can see where all the buyers started to take control. An engulfing candlestick from this previous non-existent candle. Now we're walking our way up. All right, so keep in mind on Nasdaq, it could go long here, but there is still news that's coming. All right, let's watch out gold here. Okay. For the FOMO sellers, this was the overall sell right up here. Okay, supply. If you sold down here, you can see what's happening. And I'm letting this play out. All right, you see what I'm saying? I'm letting this play out. You can see clear as day if you know what demand is. It's starting to push to the upside. All right. Okay, let's go check out Euro USD leading into open, and then we'll look at doing US 30 depending if we get everything done. Just give me 1 second, guys. There's EU. All right, EU's in some consolidation right now before making its next move. 1 second here, guys. Okay. Okay, EU's nice, guys. Nice demand. Starting to walk its way up here. You can see it's starting to find some support here. Overall next move on the 4 hour. Okay, and then we have right above that overall. All right. You'll see what I'm about to do in a second here. Gold is still falling. We'll check it out. Absolutely. It's 8:40 now. We still got tons of time, guys. We know that gold is still option intent. Opportunity is selling. Just watch. Okay, so that's a little high there. So we now have 1 hour. Okay, this is Euro USD, EU. Sorry, it's got to be down there. Okay, coming into supply, bearish engulfing, buyers push it back up. Again, supply selling off, okay? Zone to zone. This area, it's about 30 pips, okay? It's about 30 pips, all right? So you can see it's bouncing back and forth heavily around that 50 mark on the RSI before making its next move, all right? So let's check out Euro on the 30-minute now. Guys, we got off gold for a reason, okay? It hit a zone to zone, and you focus on something else, all right? Okay, go back to gold on 30 Look at gold on the 30-minute, guys. Overall breaking through demand, coming to the overall daily demand zone. Okay, so keep this in mind. If you want to look at this on the 5-minute, this is what gold looks like. Okay, coming out of supply. Okay, breaking through 30-minute. Remember, guys, this is 30 minutes, so it's a lower time frame zone. Doesn't hold as much weight as it does with the daily. All right, so keep that in mind. That was a massive play, guys. That was massive play coming out of news. All right, I bet you if we look at the DXY, not much has happened. Look at this, guys. Interesting. Remember we talked about that overall downtrend. It's still forming. So what happened on gold? Why did gold drop like that? What caused this overall selling pressure to continue on gold? You know what I mean? That obviously you can see. What would make you buy gold in daily demand right now? Waiting for maybe news, guys, because like gold is still selling. I would not be looking at gold whatsoever right now. You know what I mean, in terms of buying pressure. This thing is huge selling pressure right now. I don't even have room to put this. Key points are causing issues right now, guys. All right. So now we need to find out what's going on in this daily. We're gonna have to go on a higher time frame. We're back in October 19th area. Okay. All right, 294.9. Okay. This is gold in the hourly. All right. You can see hourly supply, overall continuation. Look, guys, gold is below the 200 MA on the daily. Below means it's in a bearish downtrend. You guys understand that? So keep this in mind. That's why your selling pressure is hot, because it's below the MA. So I had that on there. I didn't change anything, but I wanted to show you on the daily just because of the hourly supply that we came out of. All right. And now there's your 5-minute. Okay, so let's charting. It's about 8:45. Let's finish charting EU. Just let me check out these other. Check out Gbpusd. Okay, kind of making a consolidated movement right here for the next move. So we got to move this over here. Okay, there's GU. Now let's look at Nasdaq. Okay, so Nasdaq found some support right here. Okay, similar to all these areas. Now it's starting to walk back up. Okay, so Nasdaq was nice, but then 8:35, 5 minutes after the news, we started to get a bull run here. Short-term pullback, obviously. Pullback could be a short-term pullback. Okay. So let's now check out Euro. Now 30-minute Euro USD. Okay, that's EU. So it'll bounce there, acting as resistance. 30-minute, we gotta edit this. Baby blue. Okay, good. Okay, so there's EU. Let's now drop it down to 15. Look at the consolidative structure that we're forming right now in Euro USD, guys. This is chop, okay? This is horrible. For real, this is actually horrible to trade. Right now on the 15 minute, it's pushing, it's pulling, it's not looking the best. You can see, all right? So we might even leave EU alone today, guys. It's not, for what we're looking for, it might not have the best moves, okay? Okay. Leave this overall area right here. Look at where we're at, starting to form some consolidative structure rate. Okay, so let's watch and see. We have a consolidative trap here, guys. 15-minute euro. Okay, before its next move, you can see we're trapping this. Neutral area, consolidative trap. It's bounced out at demand once over here. Okay. You can see, nice little push to the upside, rising. All right, rising. Okay, so let's check out. You're on the 10 now. Okay, on the 10-minute, you can see clear as day that even we have some structure down there forming and holding right across the board. All right. So this area is almost 12 pips. Okay, 12 pip consolidation structure forming on EU, waiting for the next big moves. All right. Impulse candles, head fakes, shooting back down. All right. 22 seconds left here, which will be the 850 candle. All right, 850. No, I'm waiting for that. Okay, so I don't like the way EU is trading right now. Consolidation, it's nice, but we might not get the overall moves that we're looking for as of market open or what we're looking to do. So we'll set traps. Okay, we'll set alerts, and we'll take a look how EU plays out. But you can see on Gbpusd, can you guys hear me now? I think my mic got knocked out. There we go. So now GU on the 5-minute. Okay, remember we talked about that 36500 mark. It's going to start to test it again, bouncing out a key supply. Flat top bottom forming here, okay? You guys really want me to show you what that is? Okay, waiting for the next big move. All right, push, consolidated, waiting for the next move. All right. I agree with you. I don't know about GU or EU buys. I know that EU is on a steady downtrend similar to GU, so we caught a nice little pullback leading into, guys, if you know what familiar chart pattern this is, you can put it in the chat. Let us know. All right. Let's check out our gold trade. Okay. There's gold. You can see clear as day. Okay, it's still trying to break, but you can see it's pushing down, pushing back up. The bottom wicks that we're currently at, you can see that they're starting to make, this wick is higher than this wick is higher than this wick, so it's still making lower lows. Okay, it's still making lower lows. Okay, so let's wait and see if we're going to start to find some support right at this area right here, or if gold is still going to have that overall downtrend. Okay, guys, if you want me to chart US 30 going into market open, try to bump up the likes to about 500. I don't ask for really much anything, and I did another EU chart for you, so it's and I know I didn't get many likes for it, so you guys gotta you know what I mean? It comes a point where if I do that stuff for you, you know, you guys get the picture, right? So okay, 2 minutes left right here. You can see gold is starting to find some support. All right, starting to walk out of this channel. It's going to be attracted to the moving average. Okay, the 9 EMA. So if it closes here as a bullish engulfing candlestick, it's still fighting an overall downtrend. All right, and we'll have to wait and see. The close of the candle is about 2 minutes left. All right. Okay. Let's check out Nasdaq. We had a nice little play on Nasdaq forming. Okay, see how Nas retraced? Okay, short-term pullback. All right, and the only reason why, if we look on Nasdaq, obviously, if people are following it, you know, we can look at the 4-hour. Okay, that short-term pullback was just the wick out of supply, but Nasdaq is still extremely bullish right now. You can see clear as day, heavy bullish momentum forming on Nasdaq. All right. Okay, you can see now gold. Okay, so we're looking at gold on the 4-hour. All right. Remember, we're bouncing in daily demand here. All right, so gold has made it to a low of 1771 on the 4-hour chart. If it starts to hold here, okay, I see this supply on the hourly as being a huge neckline. Okay, huge neckline. If it starts to retrace and the DXY starts to go bearish and gold is correlated, you can see that it'll start to push back up, use this as supply, okay, and then turn it into demand. All right, so it's key. It's very key. But again, we have to wait and see on price. Anything can happen at any time, right? So I want to give a shout out to Elgi Shusha. I just want to read his comment. Let's show some support, guys, because Dave changing lives, that hits me harder than hitting 30 pips, to be honest with you. By being here, he really doesn't have to do this. He likes are the only thing he asks for, so let's show some likes. I appreciate that, man. Okay, so I believe Gbpusd would have been back at that 3656 mark, so we'll check it out. Okay, see how it bounced out. 365, bounce right there. Now you have your continuation. All right. Okay, so GU is still having a continuational movement here. Okay, if you guys know what this pattern, is, keep in mind it's starting to form a breakout. Now, the breakout is going back into overall supply. Okay, I know I put it white, but it is supply. Okay, it's higher time frame supply area. So we need to remember that in any time, at any time, just like gold. Remember how gold was bullish and then it led to this massive, devastating dump for people if they were in other directions. You know what I mean? So the same thing with GU. This is a selling area here. A lot of sellers are accumulative, and you know what I mean? It's very important for you guys to understand that it's in overall potential selling area. Okay, nice bullish breakout. Two minutes and 20 seconds here. Okay. Okay, Nasdaq consolidating, waiting for the overall next structure. Okay, you can see it's starting to find some support right here. So Nasdaq, remember, on the overall bull run is still holding support from the overall short-term pullback. All right. Okay, so let's check right here. Okay, 500 likes. Okay, guys, so we're approaching 9 a.m., which is the new hourly candle and the new 4-hour candle open. Okay, so it's about about a minute and 20 seconds here. All right, so we got the 500. We'll chart US 30. Okay, no issues like that. Let's just watch and see what these other movements are going to happen in terms of gold, and maybe look at EU and check out a few other pairs just before we choose what we're going to trade. All right. Okay, 50 seconds right here. Watching gold. See how it had a little bounce right here, but now gold is still on overall potential selling pressure in terms of the downtrend. So let's watch and see if it's going to hold here. Okay, you can see that it's forming a little bit of wick, not breaking above this previous wick. This wick is closing above this previous wick. So it's not getting that overall push that we need. Okay. Okay, 8 seconds. You can see the close of gold is about to happen. Let's watch and see. Okay. Okay, current candle is closing. A new one's opening. You can see it's opened up bearish, possibly forming a little bit of support here, and we might see a potential walk up. All right, let's take a look where we are. You can see we're heavily oversold, guys. We were at one point around 2019 before making an overall next move. All right. Okay, about 4 minutes. This is the 9 a.m. candle. This is the new hourly candle, the new 4-hour candle that's currently being open right now. Okay, so let's check out gold, what it looks like on the actual 4-hour. All right. You can see in demand starting to hold some support around that 1775 area. Okay, starting to hold nice support at 775, walking its way up. Price from this previous bottom at 1772 area at 771.98. Now we're making our way up to the upside, 1775. Okay, so let's check out the 1-hour. Okay, remember, starting to walk our way up, buying areas, opportunities, going against an overall trend. Let's see how far this will go. All right, then we have 30-minute. Heavy selling out of supply, waiting for the next big move. All right, now we can see 15-minute overall structure. Okay, not much volume, waiting for the next big move. Then we'll drop to 5. Okay, okay, about 3 minutes left. All right, so let's go over and chart US 30, guys. All right. Okay, but first, actually, sorry, before I jump there, let's take a look at GU. Okay, look at GU, guys. So remember, similar as gold, supply, sellers starting to sell off, forming now support right around that 36564, bouncing out of area that was holding previous support. You can see the one candle closed here, the body, the second body closed. Now this lower wick is actually starting to bounce back up. Okay, so it's holding support and we're looking our way to the potential uptrend, or if it's going to hold below resistance here at 365.8, roughly 3 or 8.5, look for the overall continuation. But that 9 EMA is holding true to what we're doing. All right, so GU is kind of an indecision right now. You know what I mean? It's definitely something that you want to make sure that. One second, guys. Okay, there we go. Turn off my celly. Okay. So leave GU alone, guys. If you're in here and still holding, you know what I mean, it can reverse and start to go into bear mode simply because of the area that we are previously in, okay, which was supply. So just watch, keep in mind on this. I'm not going to be trading this through market open, all right? So let's take a look at now. I think we watched Nasdaq. You can tell it bounced, all right? Their EU in terms of top down, okay, it's still bouncing, okay? This is on the 5-minute. Let's check it out on the 15-minute, what it looks like here. So EU is getting rejected. There's a bearish engulfing candlestick, okay, engulfing this previous candle. It does have top wick, all right, but this is what led to that overall short-term downtrend. Now you can see we're holding some support at that 15810 area, all right. So heavy resistance now coming into heavy support, all right. Trap, gap, and around roughly a 12 pip gap box. Okay, price has pierced below here for before, so now we're going to see if it's going to start to come back down into this. I think it's a hourly demand area before making its next move. All right. So just remember, guys, there's about 10 minutes left here on the 15-minute candle here, which is the 9:05 candle opening. Overall downtrend, even on the hourly. Let's look at the hour for EU. Heavy selling pressure. All right. Where we're at right now, you can see we're starting to break that overall hourly uptrend here. There's a little bit of a bottom wick now, or we talked about this, if it's going to actually break down and start to continue off the overall sell here. All right. Okay, so there's EU starting to break through that consolidation, looking to come and overall test the low 15776. All right. Okay, so switch to gold, and I will chart US 30 before the overall next move. All right. All right. Okay, neutral area, obviously short-term sellers, which is resistance, short-term demand, which is support, acting as buyers. Okay, sellers, buyers, buyers, sellers. All right, waiting for the overall next big moves on gold. Okay. Okay, so we're going to chart US 30 now. This is from yesterday, guys. I haven't erased anything. Okay. If you were with yesterday before I ended the call, you know, I had this set up. Okay. I said 35946. I got off the call because it retraced. Okay. But if you held that trade from yesterday, guys, you can see it starting to push to the upside. Okay. It's starting to push to the upside right here. All right. It made nice consolidated movement above the overall structure, which was a higher time frame supply, which turned into now demand, support, all right, before making eventually the fall to the sell to the to the downside. Okay. All right, so let's erase this, and let's go back down to the daily, and we'll chart US 30 at the all-time highs it's been. Okay, similar to Nasdaq. Okay, guys, I'll check the chat in a second here. I see it going off. It's hard to monitor everything. You guys understand I'm watching 4 charts, trying to answer your questions, you know, So you guys make the calls whether you want to just wait for my responses, or I don't mean to ignore you. It's just it's a lot. Okay, so just keep that in mind. Guys, one thing that I would like to mention to you, we're in talks with MFF, okay, for kind of partnering with them. We like how they're doing what they're doing, and I think MFF, guys, we're going to support. All right, so if you guys are already trading with them, we'll let you know if everything goes through okay. But they're also Canadian. They're a pretty good firm from what we've seen, you know, and we think that a lot of traders, our current traders, are using them. So if you guys haven't heard about them, you can check them out. Definitely an up and coming key new company that has a lot of potential. Okay, so sorry. All right. Okay, US 30 on the 4 hour. You can see it's getting held above that 9. All right, they try to break it, pushing back up. Price is still descending. You can see gold crashed badly. We'll check it out, guys. Apologize about that, but like I said, okay. Okay, about 49 minutes left on this current hourly candle. Okay. Okay, so about 49.3. Let's check out the overall. So just showing you guys potential uptrend that is forming there. You can see we're forming some support right now at 35959. Okay, guys, you either want me to do two things at once. You guys, I don't know if you understand. You guys asked me to do a million things, right? You want me to chart US 30, then you want me to chart gold. Like, okay, about 19 minutes left on this 30-minute candle here. Okay. Okay, let's see if we're finding some support right here on the 30. Okay, nice and patient there. Okay, 30-minute. Let's drop now down to the 15-minute. Okay. Okay, looking good for US 30 on the 15-minute. Okay, let's drop it now down to the 10-minute. Okay, see how it broke below that 200. All right, you can see we're heavily oversold. Okay, around 30. It's not heavily, but it's there. Okay, that's why you're getting that little retracement. We're going to see if this have a nice little potential reversal here for me. Okay. Okay. Guys, I have a feeling gold is going down. Definitely, I have a feeling. A lot of people are saying that, so very understood. We'll get there in 1 second here, okay? Okay. All right, this is US 30 on the 10-minute, guys, okay? There's EU, probably going bearish. We'll check out gold too. Okay, so we'll update you US 30 when we get back there, okay? Let's check out gold. There you go, guys. Overall continuation, okay? Heavy supply, support, resistance, consolidated trap, price continued overall trend, which was bearish. So now it's continuing. This is what the 15-minute looks like. Massive sell-off, 30-minute supply, now breaking through daily demand, okay? Massive sell-off here. All right. Look at this right here, okay? 8:15 news, we had a 9:45, hasn't launched yet, okay? 10 a.m. So what's happening is once the news was dropped, it took a little bit of the news to get the market going. That's why you're seeing gold selling off here. That news right there. And let's check with the DXY. You can see that it's breaking up bullish here, okay? Remember, we had a downtrend right at psychological 94, okay? Selling off here, finding some support. Now, indecision candles here before making it to overall momentum, which is the continuation of the bullish movement, all right? Guys, I don't trade JPY pairs, so I'm just going to tell you that right now. We're not trading JPY pairs. So you're wasting your time in the chat, just not being rude, but we're not going to trade them. All right. Okay, guys, 9:15. You can see gold has made a massive move here. Like we're talking massive. Like if you anywhere was down here, this is where we originally had to sell, and then news went bear. Okay, but that thing, if you held, you're looking at 120 plus pips. Okay, some people having trouble making 10 pips. All right, so just keep that in mind. It's heavy selling pressure that was on gold. All right, on gold. I got people that don't understand. Okay, so we're gonna check out Gbpusd. Okay, so remember we talked about the overall retracements on the 15 minutes. So, okay, we had a nice little push. Remember we talked about supply, double top forming here, form potential neckline. That's why you're getting your overall retracement. Remember, we have a nice little uptrend forming here. Okay, this was the push. Now you're getting the pull on Gbpusd. Okay, we had these parts marked in terms of the opportunities for bull and bear. It did not hold. Okay, it just continued to break through and went bearish. All right. Okay, so let's check out EU, guys. Okay, there's EU now selling off. Remember what the area it is forming in. Okay, we didn't really focus on this too much, but you can definitely see clear as day that it broke, and now it's starting to make the lower low. All right, let's see if we're going to get a continuation. Let's see if we're going to get a continuation here. Okay. Okay, guys, I'm going to take a 2-minute break. It's about 9 9:17. Okay, I'll be back at like 9:20. You guys want to leave, it's up to you. If you guys want to watch, we're going to be doing US 30 or Nasdaq breaking out in terms of market open, okay? Nasdaq is forming a potential double top right here, so let's see what's going to happen, if it's going to have push or pull movement. All right, let's wait and see here. That would be the overall rate. Right, I moved the wrong one. Sorry about that. My bad. All right, so let's wait and see. We're going to watch on US 30. I'm going to take a poll for my group, and then we'll wait and see what's good they want to do in terms of US 30 or Nasdaq. Okay, so thanks for watching right now, guys, tuning in, but I will be right back. All right, I'm going to leave Nasdaq on the chart just because it's previously charted, and we're waiting for the next move. Okay, give me 2 seconds. I will be right back, and if you guys want to leave, totally up to you. Thank you for joining the call. I appreciate it. Okay, thank you. Alrighty, guys, back in action. Thank you very much for staying. We're going to be doing either Nasdaq or US 30. What do you guys want to see? Nasdaq, US 30. Let's see. Let's see. Put it in the chat, guys. Let me know what you guys like. Yeah, if you guys are buying gold, you know what I mean? For all the buyers, the trend is your friend. This is for all the sellers, guys. Like, I don't understand why you guys want to continue to buy against the trend. I've like, let me go on the 15-minute here. Okay, grab some key points right there. And guys, I just like, because you're selling against, you're buying against an overall heavy downtrend. Like, look, gold is still dropping, guys. Gold is still dropping. It's below the 200 on the daily. That's why you're getting that sell. All right. All right. Having a continuation, guys. You're selling against a trend, or sorry, you're buying against an overall trend. Look, it's still dumping, guys. Still dumping. All right. Huge amount of selling pressure right now on gold, so you should not be buying it. If you are, you're having a learning lesson today. Okay, honestly, this is the only area that I said look for sells, and it was right at the top. All right, and as you can see, it's having a continuation. Okay, so here's EU ready. Okay, or sorry, no, my bad. Here's US 30 ready to make its overall move. Let's see what's going to happen on US 30 now. Okay, I'm looking at it, guys. I didn't see very much, guys, so if you guys want to put in the chat what you guys want to see. Okay, 1 second, guys. I got to have a cough. Okay, if you want to see Nasdaq, I was just on it. You can see Nasdaq is rising back in this consolidation area that it once was. It had a movement, a sell-off, found some support. Now you have your buying here. Okay, in about 1 minute, guys, I'm going to decide what we're going to do, either US 30 or Nasdaq. Okay. And guys, for real, we actually just hit 16K. I noticed that. All right, so huge shout out to all the new subscribers. You know what I mean? It's very much appreciative. We trade like this pretty much almost every single morning. All right, so it's looking pretty nice, and I really appreciate everything that you guys do in terms of the support that you're showing us. Okay. Okay, 9:25, guys. I'm going to check the group. Okay, guys, let's look like we're doing US 30 again. Okay, guys, the overall vote moves. Okay, so here's US 30 starting to prime. Okay. Okay, looking good here. Okay, guys. Nice selling areas. We're in a key now supply. All right. On the 5 minute. All right, but we're now forming. Let's make this neutral. My bad. That's what I wanted to do. And right, and then we will do our uptrend that is forming here. All right. Philip Massey, yeah, guys, you want to see a review here on what we're doing for you guys for like the price? Philip, take a screenshot and read that message he just sent. We don't sleep, you guys, and that's what I mean. It's just read his message. He's the overall member, and he sees what we do. Okay, so if you guys have questions about anything to do with our group, you can see we just did. Ron has been doing our boot camp. 6 to 10, guys, 2 4-hour sessions back to back, as well as a webinar that we've been doing. So It's a lot, all right? So guys, what I can see forming here potentially, all right, is a head and inverse head and shoulder forming, okay? Shoulder, head, shoulder. Let's wait and see. Here's a neckline. Let's see if it's going to start to retrace and start to rise, okay? Inverse head and shoulder pattern forming on the potential uptrend here, all right? Yes, it is, absolutely. Mist of Hots. My man, he's back, the gold guy. My man, thank you for coming back, dude. You had the nice goal sell yesterday. Very nice. Okay. 9:28, guys. Okay, so let's watch this. We have 9:30 New York Stock Exchange. So let's watch. Okay. You guys can see we have 1 minute left. If new, don't be in any trades on 9:30. All right. Use proper risk management. Don't over leverage. Wait 15 minutes for the first candle to arise. All right. So it's rising, guys. The overall trend has been bearish. Okay. So this is your short-term pullback. Keep in mind where we're at. Right at that 50 line. So price can get rejected and go bearish. All right. There's about 30 seconds left here. All right. So me personally, guys, I sent my 2 entries. I was in that little inverse head and shoulder buy. Okay. I got out. Now I'm waiting for the overall next move to happen on US 30. Okay. So let's wait and see what's going to happen here. It's going to have maybe a push, maybe to the moving average. If it gets resistance here and holding, you can start to see the sell-off happening in terms of formation. 6 seconds here, guys. Let's watch and see how US 30 is going to play out. Okay, having your overall head fake, bait candle. Continuing to sell. Let's wait and see what's going to happen here now. 447. All right. Let it do its thing, guys. Let it do its thing. First 15 minutes. If you guys catch sells, you know what I mean? The overall trade has been selling pressure. All right. If you're not, just wait 15 minutes. Okay. Wait till about 9:45, which is this candle. Okay. We'll look it up right there. 9:45. Okay. We'll look for the overall reversal. Let's check out US Nasdaq now. Okay. Look at Nasdaq, guys. See? Hit an overall high of 16,012 before getting pushed back down. This is why you can see the erratic behavior of market open New York Stock Exchange. The same thing applies for Nasdaq, all right? Same thing applies, all right? Huge sell-off here, right? 15,997 opportunity for sell, okay? You can see it selling off huge, guys, huge. This is the first candle, the 930, all right? 930. Look what's going on with US 30 here. This is why you wait if you're not familiar or you've even seen these types of trades happen in terms of not trades, but how market open. Okay. A lot of people have no idea what this actually is. I still get questions about why 930? Why 930? This is the New York Stock Exchange open. All right. When this happens, the best thing to do is just wait 15 minutes if you're not familiar. All right. So we can check out our gold now. You can see it's still selling off, guys. 1766 was the low that it made. It's just having an overall continuation. Okay. So 1766.7 area. All right. So let's watch our US 30 here. Look at this wick. All right. So for all the sellers, you see what I'm saying? Made a bounce at the low, starting to walk back up. Let's just watch and see how this plays out. Okay, 933. Okay, look at the indecisive. Look at the indecisive market right here. Okay. It's okay, guys. If you hesitated, don't worry about that. Wait for the next move. It's possible. I'm telling you right now. Indecision. Look at this current candle. 930. 50 seconds left on this current candle right here. You can see US 30 is very bullish. Let's see what Nasdaq is doing. Nasdaq having your nice little sell opportunity here. This is why you just wait. Remember how we had that overall demand, or sorry, demand area right here already charted. It's ironic how it bounces right in there. Buyers have their pending orders shooting back up. Okay, now breaking above and potentially holding above this 200 exponential moving average. Okay, so it's just ironic how it bounces out of the zone that was already previously drawn. All right. These are big candles, guys. These are massive candles. All right. So when you're trading this, that's why I said suggest maybe waiting a little bit before doing anything. All right. 5-minute uptrend here forming. Inverse head and shoulder here. Would have denied it. Would have wicked out your stop loss before making the overall move. Now you can see it's starting to form some resistance coming out of this overall supply area, waiting for the overall hope of support right here to continue. If not, you're going to start to see this retrace back down and retest the neckline here. Okay, let's check out gold here. Okay, gold, you can see it made a nice little bottom. If anything, guys, you're still selling. You'd be buying against, the trend, right? Remember that there's 10 a.m. news. Okay, red folder in 25 minutes. So you have to think, if I buy gold now and it retraces and I go into a negative drawdown, I'm going to have to hold that into news. Okay, so the decision is up to you. You know what I mean? Ultimately, like I said, I have no control over what you do, but I'm just trying to tell you that news is, you don't really want to be holding a loss through news. All right. Okay, here's your push pull and supply selling off to the overall neckline here, bouncing off that 9 EMA. Let's see if we're going to get a push and a continuation like it's starting to do. Now it's testing that overall 5-minute uptrend. All right. This is currently the 935. We still have 10 minutes until potential reversals. Let the market settle, let it gather an overall direction. Okay. Okay, so we have currently 3 minutes left on this candle. All right, guys, I took actually a sell right now. Okay, I want to see what's going to play out. 2 minutes left here. You can start to see the push-pull movement starting to happen. Okay, that's a massive bearish engulfing candlestick for real, guys. Okay, the only thing that I don't like is how all the buyers are starting to come in here having their pending orders, but wait and see. You can see this wick is previously breaking below this current wick right here. All right. Let's check out gold. Yep, there you go, guys. Just trying to tell you, it's up to you guys. But like I said, we can draw as much as we can here. But last time we had this, gold broke, and gold is continuing to break, guys. So this is why you're buying. You know what I mean? You'd be buying against the trend. All right. Okay, there's US 30 continuing. Let's see if it gets in the zone, right? And then we have this higher time frame zone right here. Okay, zone to zone trading. Leave gold alone for now. Okay, look at this massive sell-off on US 30, guys. I already TP'd, I already took it. I sent it to the free Telegram group. Okay, we'll wait for that 10 a.m. news for the overall continuation. All right. We also have 9:45 coming up in 5 minutes for US 30. Here's that 9:40 candle. This is 9:40. Okay, push pull push pull. Do you guys really need me to tell you that that's a bearish candle? You know what I mean? Do I really need to tell you that that's a bearish candle? For the members, you know that's a bearish engulfing candlestick. Okay. Okay, 4 minutes left here. You can see, remember, it's forming in overall demand now. 5 more minutes. We'll see what we're going to overall directional going to be. Okay. NAS update. Let's check it. Let it do its thing. Indecision on Nasdaq as well. Okay. This is market open trading, guys. This is 9:30. This is push pull movement, erratic behavior. Okay. This came down. Remember the overall higher time frame demand we had? It made it all the way down. Okay. Wick back up, 9:35, and now we have the 9:40 candle waiting for the 9:45. See the indecision that it's doing right now, right? This is why it's very important for you guys to wait maybe 15 minutes before looking for any kind of trades, right? Let the market settle and we'll see. Okay. Zone to zone trading is the best, absolutely, but you need to learn how to first draw the zones and then to be able to learn proper entries. Okay. So we're going to leave US 30 here. Okay, 3 minutes left here. Let's watch and see how this is. You can see it's a lot of erratic behavior. I'm not even looking at gold until about 9:50, and then we'll look at gold for an update. Okay, we'll look at it, but it's not going to be talked about. Okay. Okay, 2 minutes and 26 seconds here. Guys, if you want to know what accounts or lot sizes to use, you have to contact your broker. Okay, you got to contact whatever broker you're using because everything is different. All right. and 44. Okay. Okay, and almost under a minute coming here. M2Z, he says, read my message, long-term sell. Okay, guys, let's see what's going on here. It's a massive bearish engulfing candlestick. Let's see what's going to happen after this minute. Okay, so let's take a look at some of the other pairs that we have watched here. Okay, look at Gbpusd, full retracement. This happened yesterday too. Okay, made a full retracement, made a push, then you had the pull movement. All right, bouncing out of supply here, having the overall sell. All right. Okay, for the euro guys. Okay, EU sold off. Nice little bounce move here, but now you can see it's starting to form some support in the demand. Okay, I didn't even look at trading this, guys. I just did this because you guys wanted to do it. Not much big movement here in terms of, if we had it watched it maybe at 840 would have a little bit better. So that would have been a nice sell for, I know some people took it. Okay, now we're looking at maybe getting a pullback here, short term. Probably won't look at the overall massive directional change, but we'll wait and see. Okay, and then we have Nasdaq. Okay, look at Nasdaq, guys. Look at this candle right here. Do you see why 930? Like, people don't even know about this 930, and then they wonder why their accounts get wiped out at 930. It's, look at this erratic behavior right here. Okay, you know what I mean? Like, it's really important for you guys to see that. All right, the erratic behavior movement. This is 945 now on Nasdaq. You can see it's starting to make higher highs in terms of the wicks. Let's see what's going to happen with US 30. Okay, here's that 945. Okay, 3 minutes and 55 seconds here. Price closed parallel at the low at 35928. Okay, remember this bearish momentum we have here. Sorry, I'm going to switch to the 10-minute. All right, give you an overall picture. Okay, indecision, push, pull. All right, let's check out gold now. I know we promised some guys looking at that. And then we have US 30. Okay, guys, remember, this is gold on 10-minute. Okay, gold is still, like, my chart is horrible right now. Okay, it's just gold has made such a far drop. It probably looks better on the 15. Okay, 15 minutes are very good. It's a very good time frame to trade on. Okay, like, you can see the overall momentum if you're in a trade based on that. All right, so just keep that in mind. Look though, but guys, all the buyers, you see what I'm saying? You're buying against a trend, and the trend is heavy selling pressure here on gold. Gold has a lot of trendy aspects to it. That's why you need to watch the trends for the pullbacks, the entries. All right, so just try to remember that. It's up to you. It's up to you. Okay, but just remember, the overall short-term pullbacks may not last as long as you like. Okay. About 2 minutes. Okay, let's watch US 30 now. Okay, overall trend is starting to go bearish again, continuation. below 50. Okay, the only thing I could see potentially forming here is if price starts to hold in this demand. But if you notice something on the RSI on the 5-minute, at least you have a shoulder, a head, a shoulder here. If see you're going to drop, you're going to get a continuation. If not, look what's starting to form here. Okay, a little bit of support. Okay, 3 wicks have bounced in the same area and have held. It's almost the exact same area. All right, so we know that there's a lot of buyers having their pending orders there. All right, so let's just see now if they're going to get that overall push and close below these bottom wicks into this overall potential buying area here. So let's wait and see. Amy, thank you so much. I appreciate that message. That was a very nice message. Thank you. Okay, 30 seconds here. You can see now 3 touches. 1, 2, 3. Let's watch now. Okay, here's that new candle. This is the 950 candle, okay? So if you noticed yesterday too, if for some reason 945 didn't have the overall continuation of movement, it was like 950, 955, okay? So now what we need to watch, something very important here, okay? We have high impact news. High impact news, all right? At 10. Okay, 10 a.m. Red folder news, guys. This is crazy, okay? So if you're not familiar with news, all right, keep this, try to remember, always watch for Forex Factory News. There's, if you know what I mean, your broker has good calendars, watch them, okay? Trading, it's a leading indicator of economic health. Business reacts quickly to market conditions, and their purchasing managers hold perhaps the most current and relevant insight into the company's view of the economy. It's also called the Institute for Supply Management Purchasing Managers Index PMI. If you guys really are watching what's going on in the world right now, you notice that China has it's basically it's getting overwhelmed with the amount of people that are buying stock from America and around the world, right? You should see their reports on US on the news, right? I don't know what news channel you watch, but you know, guys, we're leading into Christmas and different things like this. The supply and demand of goods is going to be heavy, and so you're going to watch shipping go up. You're going to watch a bunch of other things go up because of inflation. You know what I mean, guys? I don't always go into stuff here like deep. All right, I don't always do that, but trust me when I say I watch a lot of this news. A lot of our members get a lot of this stuff, but in terms of overall economic health and wealth, I watch a lot of the news based on, also fundamentals. Okay, I do follow crypto. I do follow crypto, not as much, all right, but I'm more worried about this and just seeing what's going on in the world right now because we're in a very interesting spot. Guys, the world is in turmoil. The world, guys, yes, we do trade news. We're going to trade news in 5 minutes. The world is in turmoil. Do you guys understand in terms of inflation, supply, and demand? But why is the stock market, the Nasdaq and US 30 hitting all-time highs? Do you guys think about that? Or do you guys even watch that or anything like that? I watch this religiously. I'm always watching this. Okay? We're trading historic data right now. Like, if you guys understand what that is, we are trading the highest point NASDAQ and the Dow Jones has ever been. No one's talking about that. You guys are just worrying about buy and sell signals. For real. That's what you guys are worrying about is buy and sell signals when you're not worried about economic health. When you start to see what's going on in the real world, right? Watching these folders, watching this news, then you will really see how the market is driving, right? So you can see that US 30s have the overall continuational sell from this bearish engulfing candlestick. Members, huge engulfing candlestick. It's starting to sell off continuously. It is coming into a demand zone, but let's see if this overall pressure will hold. All right. Okay, so 9:53 in about 5 minutes. I'm going to ask you what you guys want to trade in terms of the market open, sorry, not market open, but in terms of this next red folder. Okay, you can see the US 30, guys, is starting to continue in the sell, but it's getting a lot of buyers here. The price did pierce below. All right, so let's just wait and see what's going to happen. Remember, we tried 3 times, then the fourth time they pierced it, but now they're putting it back up, trying to hold this overall area of around 35930. Okay, okay, we're going to trade gold probably through this folder here. Okay, US 30 was continuing. It didn't have any mass movements. All right, didn't have any mass movements. Okay, so we're going to watch on gold here. I don't have anything charted below here. We haven't been here in a while, so I'm going to have to go to my hour. See where we're at right now. Price. Previous structure. We haven't been in this low. October 19th was when we were previously here. Okay, it's now November 3rd. All right. November 3rd. Made a full retracement all the way back to October 9th. Okay. Not, sorry, 19th. My bad. My apologies. 19th. Next area that I can get to, if gold is going to continue. All right. Thanks, guys. I appreciate that on the 16K. You know what I mean? I also want to give a shout out to Ron too. You know what I mean? He's been grinding the back end of this for a bit. You know what I mean? He's been sick too. You know, so you guys don't understand how much we really kind of put into this, and you know, families are being taken away from for time and stuff like that. So you know, for all you guys who I asked for a like, I don't know if you guys really understand all that we do for everyone, but the members understand. So. And guys, last night, if you guys saw that one trade that happened, you can scroll up in the Telegram. It was during the Tokyo session, okay? 3,700 USD that Ronnie hit in basically 5 minutes on an FU candle, which is an impulse candle, okay? So you guys check it out in the Telegram. Trust me, we do live trading a little differently when we're in our own little Zoom room, okay? For the people that know, you guys know. For the people who don't know and you're just here for free signals and stuff like that, you guys have no idea what we do. All right? Just real talk. I'm moving this down here. 1 second, let me get the hour again. There we go. Guys, I'm going to make this real clear though on my channel. And you're selling indicators and not following through with your stuff, and you're doing all that kind of stuff to people, that's not what you should be doing, guys. There's people who believe in that kind of stuff, and you know what I mean? You should be holding true to your word, okay? I need to make that known. Okay, so 9:57, guys. We have about 3 minutes until this 10 a.m. ISM Services PMI news. All right, happens. Okay. This is the folder at 10. 3 minutes. I'm not looking at anything else. We're going to watch gold here. One thing I will look at beforehand is the DXY. Look at what's happening on the DXY, guys. Okay. Remember, this is what we were trading right here. Had that overall steady downtrend, broke above. Okay. Held that 94 mark. I've been saying this for a long time on YouTube. 94. All right. You can see the push. That's why gold is selling off. It made a nice candlestick holding. As soon as it broke below, above, and the 9, you can see massive push. That's why gold is continuing down. All right. Okay, so US 30, we waited for the next little bit, 955. Remember I mentioned 950 right after that. Okay, dipped in a demand. That's why US 30 is starting to get that reversal here. Okay, It's ironic how it held right at that key area, with all those wicks, and they opened it above and then pushed to the upside. Okay. All right. So we're gonna watch gold here. Okay. We need look at gold. Okay, gold is starting to form a little bit of flat. Okay, you can see it's flat on the RSI. Gold is making a heavy downtrend here. Okay. News very volatile. Okay, news is very volatile. So we need, and if anything's going to happen, we need this to be broken. This 9 EMA, we need to break above it and start accumulating some buying power. You can see that the sellers are still very real here. Okay. Okay, 44 seconds. If you guys are news, just wait and trade on news. Don't wait and hold through a candle if you're still in this. Okay, if you're not in any trades, guys, just remember, stay away from it. We'll watch for the overall continuation. Let the news do its thing. It's massively volatile, okay? Okay, here it comes. There it is. There's your continuation. Watch. Let it do its thing, guys. Let it do its thing. Okay, 4 minutes left. Let's take a look on the 1 minute here for a second. Okay, 1 minute, making some highs. Gold is making lows in terms of price. Okay, you've never seen me go 1 minutes. Price is still continuing on the 3 minute. All right. Let's see the 5 now. Let's check out news. See how it's waiting to be known? Green. Hit the green button. US news, ISM is positive by 66.7%. That's why gold had that initial dump, that initial sell-off. Wait for the first candle to close, guys. This thing can still go bearish. All right, it's not positive for gold. It's positive for the DXY. You can see that's why they're starting to have that push. This is that current candle, 10 a.m. That's why you got that ignited candle here. That's why gold is continuing to sell off here. All right. That's why gold potentially could be selling off continuously. You can see it's still selling off, guys. All right, your low that is currently trading at is 1765. All right. Okay, 2 minutes. We'll watch this candle, and we're going to see how if we can maybe get a reversal or the potential pull. Okay, I'm going to stay till 10:15, guys, and then we'll make the judgment call based on that. Reviori, sorry, man, I can't really see that. I gotta look at on my phone here for a second. Revori, positive news. No, bro, it's for DXY. Okay. If gold does sell off, it means it's correlated. If gold starts to pick up some momentum here, we got to see it break this 9 EMA. Okay, if you want even better confirmation, it has to break above the 30 and start to come up and retest this overall 50 line. Okay, right now it's still in selling pressure. Okay, you see what I'm saying? It's still like, it's obvious, guys. It's obvious. So let's take a look at US 30 here. Remember, it had that buying pressure. Okay, pushing up, pushing down, trying to push up again, pushing down, closing below this 9 EMA. This is really not the best to be trading right now. You can see it made some support and it's starting to walk its way up. All right. I would leave US 30 alone. News just dropped again. Okay, when news happens this close to each other, it's going to have some erratic behavior. It may not give you exactly the overall nice little pushes that you're used to. Okay, look at Nasdaq. Okay, look at the indices for the Dow, Nasdaq, high wicks, guys. This, we should have known this, that it was going to be like this today, just because of all the volume and the erratic behavior. Okay, so just watch, look and see if Nasdaq's going to get a continuation, and we'll wait and see based on that. I want to see what's going on with Gbpusd, Gbpusd as well. Sorry, guys. Okay, so it still made that full retracement like we talked about. All right, but now price is still trying to get rejected. It's getting held below that 9 EMA. Okay, it's below the 50 line, so that's why GU is still potentially selling off here. Okay, we won. I mentioned, guys, end this trade right here. Yesterday had massive retracement. All right, so now I just want to go back to gold, check out US 30 one time before. Okay, you can see it's still getting rejected below 35975, this line right here. Okay, 35975. There's your gold, guys. This is still the 10 a.m. candle. There's 6 seconds left on the current 10 a.m. the news candle. Let's see what's going to happen, if it's going to have a continuation or a potential short-term reversal here. Okay, we're currently at the RSI at 19, very low, very low. Okay, okay, guys, if you're messaging right now, we won't be able to answer until we're done the stream. Okay, 4 minutes on this now 10:05 candle. Not much crazy movement. All right, but I want to show you guys before I leave. One, guys, there are some people who are consistently on here, but for the new guys, I'm going to go over this within 2 seconds. Okay, so and then we're going to finish charting. Guys, this is our group. Okay, this is being updated today, guys. So this is an RSI cheat sheet that we have. I maybe go download it in like probably at the end of the day, but that'll be updated. It's a pretty cool little free thing for you guys who want to give back. Okay, scroll down, you can see this is our events calendar, guys. Okay, this is for members only. Live London Zoom sessions private. YouTube is public. This is private. Okay, members only for our boot camp. All right. If you guys want to keep scrolling down, you can see we have some cool things coming here with our app. All right, go check it out. These are our channels, guys. These are our channels: Instagram, YouTube, Facebook. This is our only Telegram channel, guys. This is our only Telegram channel. We don't have any crypto acceptance for payment, nothing, guys. Go here if you're looking for us. Okay, these are the broker fusion markets that we use, we support. They've been very good to us. Okay, you can join our newsletter. What we send you is current blogs. All right, you can see the types of blogs that you get: ascending triangle breakout for 20 pips, 800, you know what I mean, different trade recaps, different things that we're doing to give back to you guys. All right, you can check out our membership section here if you guys want. Okay, the monthly, I'm not going to go over it, but like I said, you usually get 4 Tokyo sessions per night, or roughly around 3 London sessions on private Zoom, 2 to 3 weekly webinars, and we also trade red folders privately with our group as well. Okay, and guys, we are hosting a boot camp right now. If you want to join at the last little bit, I don't mind adding you in. Okay, you can join our 3-month plan, and you will be included probably in our next boot camp as well. If you want to talk to us about that, we can talk about it. Okay, but check it out, guys. I know I don't want to stick too long in this. The reason why we go YouTube is that we just want to pay it forward, guys. I go free YouTube for about 3 hours per day. Okay, 3 hours. That's out of my personal time to give back to the people who, you know what I mean? Definitely, I see a lot of people doing really well, but for the people who they don't have that opportunity, that's why we do this. Okay, so Griffin, it's not about that. It's about trying to help traders. You know what I mean? That's what it's about. So you can check that out. Okay, you can see that gold is having a continuational retracement here. Okay, remember we talked about that news being positive for the DXY. Sometimes it just takes a little bit of time to show. You can see the DXY is flying, the dollar index. Okay, bounced from 94, which we were trading right down here. Now it's at 94.2. All right. We don't have any account management, nothing like that. We want nothing to do with that. Nothing. Nothing to do with that, guys. Nothing. Okay. Okay, so you can see gold is still selling. Not much you can do in terms of that, but that's why you watch the news and watch for the potential correlations. All right. Okay. So now basically let's check out our US 30 here. You can see it's getting rejected here, pushing back up. It's all to do with this bearish engulfing candlestick right here. A lot of selling pressure starting to form. News is pushing up. US 30 is correlated in the negative sense right now. So you can see when the dollar is pushing up, US 30 is starting to sell off, finding some support in that other area that we had potential support, looking for the next move. Okay. Okay. Okay, guys. So you can still see sell pressure here, continuation. Overall next target is the next area of demand. If I don't have anything below there, you can see it's just going to break the low 1762.3. All right. Okay, this is the last candle I'm going to stay on, guys. All right, last candle I'm going to stay on before we continue tomorrow. Members, like I said, we do have the boot camp continuation. There's a lot of things that we're going to announce for you as well. So you can still see gold is having that, it's getting pushed back down. So let's just recap gold here. Okay, let's just recap this. Okay, this was 830 right here. Okay, remember I mentioned gold has big moves. If you listen to me on the previous calls, 830 is a key area. Also, we have news. Okay, this was the overall news impact. It ignited down and continued, and that's what I'm meaning is the continuational trend was bearish. If you guys caught the little dip by here, maybe 5 pips, but nothing. This is an overall continuation from 830, 10. So when you guys say like, oh, you're just 5-minute scalpers, but 5-minute scalping can turn into long-term trade holds. Look on the 15-minute. This is it right here. Consolidation movement, the sniper trap and gap for members. I know you can't really see it right now, but that supply was acting as the trap and gap, and that's why you broke bearish. Okay? And it's continuing bearish, guys. It's at 1762.7. All right? So for everyone over leveraging on gold for buys, like it's tough because the overall trend was bearish. All right, and let's see if we can spot something that happened on the 15-minute here. You can see next candle, as soon as it broke below that 50, right here, you can see that's when they started to tank. So that's your overall indication that the sells are still going to be good because you're now holding below, and price is currently at 14. Okay, 14. Let's check the 5. 19, 18, sorry, on the 5-minute. It was 14 on the 15. Price tried to make a retracement, continuing an overall selling pressure here. Okay. Okay, 2 minutes. I'll be surprised if gold finds the bottom. Okay. Russian, I don't know why you're worrying about buying right now. We're trying to watch for the overall low to see that. But for now, we got to watch price action. You know what I mean? Price action is very key, but also you guys need to remember FOMC. This is going to have massive impact. Press conference is at 2:30. So this is the statement, okay, guys? So this is the statement. I've already made this mistake once on YouTube, okay? I thought the statement news was going to have a nice little impact, and it didn't. We were sitting there with our thumbs up our asses, waiting for a move, and then at nighttime it happened. All right, so just remember, this is a statement that's being launched, okay? And then the press conference is going to happen, but if anything does happen, just be prepared at 2, okay? Just be prepared at 2. Okay, guys, 1 more minute and we're going to call the stream. I definitely appreciate all the guys staying to the end. You know what I mean? There's no more in terms of opportunity that I want to get into just because the overall news impact that's happening. Look at US 30, guys. It's now bouncing out of that demand a few more times. Not the best. We can check our Nasdaq. Look at Nasdaq, had a nice bearish continuation. It filled this overall previous wick, which is 935. Bounced out of demand. Now we're having the overall push back to the 9, and the 200 is now pushing it back down. Okay. All right. Let's take a look at Gbpusd. GU made a full retracement as we talked about. Now we're having bullish engulfing candlesticks based around that 200. Okay. A lot of opportunity, but remember, we're still fighting that overall down. Sorry, that's the wrong one. That's a flat top. There's a downtrend forming here. If I were to bring this down, you can see it's still continuing this downtrend. So watch for your overall pullback, maybe for GU to continue. All right. Okay, guys. So there's US 30 for the last little bit, getting pushed down, waiting to maybe sell or as it's below the 9. Okay. All right, guys. So it's 10:15. All right. I hope everyone had a good call. All right, guys. I did US 30 mainly today. Okay, gold. I know a lot of people banked on gold. Remember, news is very important. Okay, when you're trading, if you're not familiar with what news is and where you get it, Forex Factory is what we use. You can use your economic calendars on your brokers. I'm pretty sure a lot of them have them. All right, so just make sure you're doing that and watching that daily. It's very helpful. Okay, so guys, in terms of the overall call, I'm going to give it a shout now, and we're going to be good to go. Tomorrow we'll resume same time, same channel. Okay. Members, stay tuned for some updates. Like I said, we're going to get in touch with you. And yeah, guys, thank you so much for joining. I really appreciate it. I'm sorry my webcam, I actually didn't even know that was not the best view today, but I'll make sure to get that changed for tomorrow. Okay. So God bless, guys. I hope everyone has a wonderful day. Thank you so much for joining, and we'll see you tomorrow, same time, same channel. Happy trading today, snipers. Make sure to use your stop loss and practice proper risk management. Don't over leverage. Long term in this game is better than being out within like a month. Okay, so hopefully you guys understand that. All right, so thank you so much, guys. I'll see you tomorrow, and have a great day. Goodbye.